She can't stop thinking about it. It's traumatized her.
She had a poopy butt.
I can't.
You have to give them baths when they get poopy butts.
I also have a dog. I know that.
Oh, and she has a skin condition, so I'm supposed to bathe her once a week. Not a skin condition, just sensitive skin.
Okay.
I don't always do it. Here's the thing. She fucking hates it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it.
Yeah.
So I don't do it all the time.
Yeah. I think that's the same for kids. If I hate it and they hate it, they don't have to do it.
And that's why you shouldn't have kids.
Every time a Marvel movie comes out, Allison wants to know about it but doesn't want to see it. So I usually take an hour, half an hour, and explain the plot of the movie to you.
Mm-hmm. So I can feel in the know.
So she's seen every Marvel movie through what I've told her. I just, like, 3 or 4, or a week ago, explained Endgame to you.
And now I shall explain Endgame to you, the audience. If you haven't seen Endgame yet, don't watch this video because it's for sure going to be a spoiler. I should also preface this by saying I did not see Infinity War either.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw Black Panther.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
And half of Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is not a Marvel movie.
Okay. Here we go.
So what happened?
Let me take you back to the end of Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. What happened
Thanos.
then? Thanos, that's good.
Thanos, from what I've gathered, from what Gabby told me, he is an alien being who has come to Earth to get rid of half the population in order to save the planet.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know, like a Greenpeacer. So he takes out half of the population with a snap.
Mm-hmm.
With a snap. A very powerful snap.
How is he able to?
Because he has stones.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is a mixture of Gabby, what Gabby's told me, and memes.
And so, but what are the stones?
Infinity stones.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
he had to gather a certain amount of Infinity stones, and then he snapped. And then half of the Avengers disappeared, including Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's gone. Zoe Saldana's dead?
She's dead, but not from the
Not
snap.
from the snap. Just dead. They thought, get rid of her.
Yeah, they killed her. Yeah, they killed her.
She's dead. A bunch of other people are missing.
Who else went away in the snap?
A lot of Black Panther people.
Mm-hmm.
And then also Chris Pratt did something bad. He didn't listen to orders. And maybe that's why the snap happened.
Yeah, some people think it was Chris Pratt's fault. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Mostly because he's a raging Republican. Okay, so we pick up...
Please go on. We pick up when?
We pick up at Endgame, and it's like, what, like 5 years later?
Yeah.
Okay, and at some point, Tony Stark has been in space. He was like just in space, but somehow he comes back. And who's left? I'll tell you who's left. Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. So all the Avengers, no one disappeared in the fucking snap.
The original Avengers,
Thor's still there. We got all of them. Oh, and Ant-Man. I'll get to Ant-Man. Okay, it's 5 years later. Okay. Doug, is this right so far?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
And everyone's just like really defeated, and nobody and the world is trying to move on, but they can't move on because they've lost half the population, and it's really depressing. But meanwhile, Ant-Man, we thought that he disappeared in the snap, but in reality, he disappeared into a vortex in the back of a truck. Is that right?
I'm saying yes to a lot of things. Yeah, he went into a vortex in the back of a truck.
And he comes back, and he's like, hey guys, what's been going on? And they're like, whoa, we thought you disappeared in the snap. And he's like, what's the snap? And they're like, oh, we got a lot to tell you, buddy. Also, Captain Marvel's there, but not for long, because Captain Marvel has to go save other planets. Because her whole thing is humans are not the only species.
Yes,
and
correct.
Earth is not the only planet.
What's different about her from Captain Marvel to now?
She looks gayer.
Yes. There it is.
She has shorter hair.
Yep, she got a haircut.
She got a haircut. Okay, that was the first thing Gabby told me.
I did start with Captain Marvel looks very gay now.
Okay, so another crucial detail is that Tony Stark, Iron Man, as some call him, he is really upset because he had some sort of weird love affair with Spider-Man. And he and Spider-Man disappeared in his arms in the snap. And so he's like really wigged out about it.
Yeah, I would describe him as wigged out. He's really wigged out.
Ant-Man's like, hey, I know what we can do. We can go back in time and get the stones away from Thanos. Mm-hmm. And so for then some reason they go visit Thanos, who's no longer a threat and seems to be retired.
Yes, he's retired. That was something that you asked me about multiple times.
Because that's just weird.
You're like, he's retired?
He just gave up?
Like, yeah,
he's chilling?
Yeah, he's done.
So Ant-Man and Iron Man go see Thanos. Is that right? Ant-Man and Captain Marvel? Ant-Man and Captain America. Ant-Man and somebody. Who goes to see Thanos?
Somebody who ends up killing Thanos. Who kills Thanos?
Black Widow. Tony Stark.
Name some other ones.
Oh, the Hulk.
No, up until this point, you have not mentioned the Hulk at all.
The Hulk's there. And this is huge, you guys. The Hulk has figured out how to be the Hulk all of the time.
Yeah.
Without being angry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really important, and he has like little glasses, and he looks silly. I saw a meme. Hawkeye? Mm-mm. Who kills Thanos?
Thor
and Ant-Man. No. Thor, who goes with...
like all of them.
Oh, they all go see Thanos.
They all go see
Thanos, and they're like, oh, I forgot this huge thing, and they're like, dude, like, where are the fucking stones? And he's like, I can't tell you, like, I'm retired. Also, like, I don't care. I'm just, like, reading a lot. And then Thor is like, fuck you, man. And Thor chops off his head, which is questionable because why didn't he just do that in Infinity War?
I feel like Thanos was just like, I don't care.
Ready to die.
Yeah.
I think that's a faulty plot. Anyway, Ant-Man and Iron Man go back in the vortex. To all of them do. Do they all go in the vortex? How many people go in the vortex? They go back in time. And so now is when we really get to the fun and games part of the movie. Where we're getting to like explore different decades and people are wearing different outfits.
Yeah.
At some point, something happens where either Hawkeye or Black Widow is going to die. Mm-hmm. And they fight about it. And then Black Widow dies. Mm-hmm. To do what? Get a stone?
Yeah, to get a stone. So dismissive. To do what? Get a stone?
So she's dead. She's gone. Not even in the snap, just gone. And then they get all of the stones. Mm-hmm.
Well, where do the other people go?
To different parts of the decades.
Yeah, but where?
Oh, 70s?
They do go to the 70s.
80s?
Where do Tony Stark and Captain America go?
I don't know. Where?
Like back in time.
40s.
Who does?
Oh, this is huge. So Captain America goes back to when Captain America was a young man. He goes back
eventually at the end.
At the end. So here's the spoilers. Captain America goes back to like before the 50s. I don't know, wherever Captain America is from.
Yeah.
And he never comes back through the vortex. Instead, he like lives out his life the way he should have. Mm-hmm. Instead of having been frozen. Was he frozen? Okay. So like when they all get back from the vortex, everyone's like, "Where's Captain America?" And then this old man walks up and is like, "It's me, Captain America. I lived out my life." And they're like, "That was a weird choice. Why didn't you tell us?"
They definitely say that was a weird choice to his face. Wait, there's more stuff.
Okay, then they all get the stones.
Yeah. Well, who does Tony Stark meet? Like in the 70s?
His dad.
Yeah.
I didn't know, I just guessed.
Oh, yeah.
His dad. So he gets to see his dad. That's really heartwarming. And then they all get back they get all the stones.
Yeah.
And then Hulk is the only one strong enough to do the snap.
Yeah.
So he does the snap and everybody comes back.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man comes back in Tony's arms.
You're really stuck on this love affair between Tony Stark
I think it's weird. Spider-Man's much younger than him.
Yeah.
It's an abuse of power. So Spider-Man comes back. I forgot a huge thing. Okay. Thanos from the past.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This is, I was like, how does this end? So Thanos from the past is like, he's not retired. So
No, it's the past.
Yeah, so he's like really like riled up, and he's like, how do I stop this from happening? So honestly, it's just a repeat of the plot from Infinity War with him trying to like stop it. And then at the very end, Tony Stark sacrifices himself and dies killing Thanos.
Yeah.
And so now Spider-Man's butthurt because his male lover's gone.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you also, at some point Captain Marvel does come back and she does help.
Yeah.
And Piper helps.
Piper?
Pepper.
Fuck. So
Who's
so let
Pepper?
me ask you a question. Is Tony Stark in a throuple?
No, he's having an emotional affair with Spider-Man.
Oh,
but
got
he's
it.
married to Pepper.
Got it.
So it's
You
sort
did
of-
pretty well.
Yeah, like it's sort of like, it's mostly good, but some of them are dead.
Uh-huh.
But like all those humans got to come back, right? Because of the snap.
Yeah, all the people got to come back.
So that's nice.
So directors are saying that this is a first Marvel movie with an openly gay character. Who was that?
Herbie.
You just made it up? No, I don't... Okay, Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yeah.
The car.
Yeah, the car.
He's gay. And he somehow helps the Avengers. Who? Wow. It's just a random guy. They like made such a big deal about it, and then it was just like a guy in the grief support group was like, I went on a date, maybe I'll see him again. And then they were like, wow, let's pat ourselves on
He
the back.
wasn't even a superhero?
Nope.